Okay, so everything's recording. Hey, do you want to do a clap for me? Sure.
That was weak.
Yeah, that's better.
So last time we did a video, we touched on a few things in this area. What we've done since is we replaced all the subfloor in the nave just to get everything nice and level for all the flooring. Up here we finished with all the structural in the joist areas. So there's a lot of weight going on in this area. So the engineer got us to put in a couple steel beams between this column and the concrete foundation.
Like steel beams in the floor?
Yeah, underneath the floor, running this way.
What are those guys in the corner there?
So those are just some steel brackets that got bolted to the concrete, and that'll carry all the stone that's going on these two walls here. Yeah, right now we're just in the middle of building the various steps and platforms for where the altar will go, and ambo and everything else.
So right now where the plywood is, that's the subfloor, and then where all this OSB is, this is getting built up?
Yeah, the steps actually start back here a little bit, but then kind of around the column, they jog back to behind the door. Yeah, so there's one large step here where the altar rail will be, and then there's a smaller step, and then a large platform that goes the whole way across.
And then what's happening up there with the concrete, with that slab?
Yeah, so the concrete, we discussed it with the engineer, and just based on its condition and age, and all the weight we want to put on top of it as well with the rare dose, the decision was made that it would be best to take that out and pour a new one.
Because you can kind of see how low it gets, just even with the wood there, eh?
Yeah, like there used to be hardwood on top of here, and then so they had these wood sleepers embedded in the concrete. So with those all stripped out, there's quite a bit of voids in the concrete. Yeah. Can't carry nearly as much weight as a slab today.
So then how are you guys going to take it out?
So we'll have to support it from underneath, and we can go check that out in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to support it underneath, we'll jackhammer it out, haul the concrete out, and then bring in some new concrete.
Because nothing's changed in the hallway here.
Yeah, nothing's changed in the hallway. In the sacristy from the last time we spoke, we laid down some more subfloor on top of what was here, just to suck all the layers of subfloor nice and tight and glue everything together. Mm-hmm. Try to get as many squeaks out as possible, and then just a more solid surface for the new flooring to go on.
Something looks different up here.
Yeah, so we got rid of all the sound insulation that was on there, and then it revealed this ceiling, which I think is quite nice. And there's a couple minor repairs to be done, but nothing too crazy.
So this is the original subfloor here then? Like this is the old fir?
Yeah, so this would have been the original finished flooring actually.
Oh, okay.
And then, I don't know, it looks like they painted it at some point possibly, and then there was other materials that were glued down. There was some carpet glued down to it at some point. Yeah, there's a few different layers that went on over the years.
And then the bathroom's coming along?
Yeah, so there's kind of the layout for the new bathroom here. We demolished the old bathroom at the end of the sacristy. So this is the wall where we'll be putting an opening in, so that you can walk from the nave through to the sacristy, through the side aisle.
Yeah, so then no one has to go through the sanctuary anymore.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll all just be on the side. There will be another wall back here that'll get built.
Okay.
So kind of where you're standing will all be the actual sacristy area. And then in here, the current plan is to have a little area for St. Paul with some votive candles and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So the slab that we were talking about replacing is this one that we're now under. So this is where we have to set up all our scaffolding and our joisting to support the new concrete to go on, but also the stuff that we're jackhammering out.
Okay. So this is the old boiler room then, or?
Yeah, I guess there used to be a boiler in here originally, and then now it's multiple furnaces and hot water heater.
So any of the concrete on the far side isn't getting touched. It's just the stuff directly above us, kind of thing.
That's right. So the doorway, the old doorway to the sacristy from the sanctuary is right above here.
Oh, okay.
So where I had mentioned earlier, where we had some steel beams to pick up the other pillars, those ran from the column to the concrete foundation. So those steel beams are right above here, and then these two smaller columns pick up this side, and the other side is pocketed into the concrete.
Oh, okay.
Bit of a mess in here. We have to reroute a little bit of the wiring because we got to build this wall out a little bit now to encompass the new columns. And then the brackets for supporting the stone on those two other walls we talked about, then that's kind of the underside. Look at those bolted to the concrete.
Is there anything else of note?
Wow. Not really. I mean, we will be demoing the plaster and the furring around these columns some more, and a little bit on the arches as well. Mostly that arch there.
Oh, okay.
Just because the stone's about 4 inches thick, and we don't want the columns to get too large, just for aesthetics. So we will be kind of stripping that down to the bare wood, and then the stone will get built around that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we going to see next year and then over the next few weeks?
Yeah, so the next few weeks, like I said, we'll have all our platforms built in here, and then the tile from this step all the way to the back will be getting done. So yeah, getting some finished flooring in and kind of start to get the place looking at least a little bit more put together.
And is Mass still going to be downstairs for the time being then too? Daily Mass?
Yeah, for the next little while for sure. Yeah, once we're done the main portion, there's still a little bit of demo to do. So once we're done that, then maybe we'll be able to bring it back upstairs for daily Mass, but we'll see.
So how long before the slab gets taken out, do you figure?
It'll be a few weeks yet before the slab gets taken out.
Okay.
In and around Easter time.
Okay.
Yeah.